2 weeks.
It's been 2 weeks since we played last.
Wow.
So it's gonna be a little bit of a train wreck. Oh shit, I forgot.
I need 2 hours of recap. I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty
Yeah.
dumb. I don't remember anything.
2
can we
hours of
use-
recap, big dog?
Minimum.
Yeah, kid. He's so look at him. Richard's all smiles right now. He's happy about that.
Does he not talk to you outside of this game? Is that what it is?
No.
He locks the door, goes in and out through the window.
Sorry, I needed a bing. I needed a bing.
Needed a what?
Needed a drink. Can't
bing?
talk. Can't think.
You mean a bang?
Exhausted. No, just a delicious, non-alcoholic Samuel Adams.
You're messed up for that.
Wow.
You're messed up for that.
I just rolled a 19 after 2 months, so
You just wasted that roll. That could
And
have
I
been
am
your first
ashamed.
roll in game. Water gang. Water gang.
We love water. We
That
love
tastes
water.
kind of good. All right.
Shut up, dude. Just stop. Just stop trying.
It's been a long time. It's been a while. Everybody, why don't we go ahead and our ritual we all love,
Keep crying.
grab a D20. Go ahead
I'm not gonna throw it.
and abandon it for 5 weeks. Okay? Go ahead. Take the D20, hide it somewhere. Put it somewhere where you know you might be able to find it someday. But the odds are it'll be a while till you come back to it. Because that's kind of what we're going to do tonight. It's been a long fucking time. I don't even know what characters you guys are. I don't know where we are. We're going to start back from the beginning.
Excellent.
And who said no? No. Let's. What the fuck is going on?
Can't ban him.
Fucking play some goddamn D&D. Okay. A little. Because it's been a while. Why don't we do a little?
Roll call.
Well, let's do a little reminiscing of what's happened. The story so far. Long ago, in this very old world known as Foundation, where the gods walk amongst us and heroes and the people struggle to survive in a world filled with monsters, creatures, and elemental titans. A war breaks out between the gods and the elemental primordial titans that inherited this world. The War of Sky and Stone begins, and our heroes begin their story, taking heart in the city of Protunheim. Our champions conjoin, each chosen by a various pantheon of gods. And quite quickly, the war begins. A large Earth Titan attacking Protunheim and setting off the events to follow. The death of Vinric, the captain of the Firmic Guard, issuing more questions about what the gods held during this time, and the pacts made with each of these champions. Following quite quickly was the introduction of demonic portals being brought here, the weird planar energies at hand, as well as more secrets being shared through our heroes. We meet new characters, including the Primus, a human who is chosen by all the gods. We meet various members of the military, of the magical society, of the clerical nature, and even a handful of dragons. And as the threat continues, we finally meet the constructor of this large-scale war, an entity known as Zenith, some sort of elemental creature who seems to be constructing this downfall of humanity. With more secrets than answers brought, a large demonic horde assaults a nearby city of Fort Capstone. Our heroes go to meet and confront them to stop this undead and conjoined demonic army, and in doing so, reveal a deep magical nexus beneath Capstone. Understanding the importance of this, you fight against the one who conspires and creates these undead monsters, defeating him, but at a great cost: the loss of High Cleric Goran Argios, as well as the capture of Redulus, the fleet admiral of the Lucid Line. A victory in one hand and a great loss in others, Redulus soon rejoins the party, but is comatose for some time as he goes to recuperate himself. And Goran gives up his life and soul to rescue those whose life would have been taken away by a large explosion on this battlefield. More research into the magical riddle that seems to be hovering over our hero's head leads to some sort of cosmic alignment with this magical nexus. A special day in which the celestial bodies in the sky line up, and a magical anomaly appears at this nexus, or is presumed to be. But there is no climax to this. And in fact, months go by after this magical anomaly, where our heroes within Protunheim can recollect themselves, study, learn their new job positions, recover, and 2 new heroes can join our story. Sailing from the far-off land of Marquette, Marco Silverhand and Lepitor Hoslow sail there with basically a singular mission. Lepitor's home, apparently, had been assaulted by entities familiar to the story. The ashen behemoth of a creature known as Wrath, and the celestial-bodied entity known as Zenith. Seeking help from who he knew as Abaddon, we meet Lepitor and Marco as they join this story in the Tower of Champions in Protunheim, where we also meet 2 new characters, or at least one new and one old familiar face, as the death of Tormund in the explosion at Capstone, his championship, just like Vinric, would be traded off to a new individual by the Council of the Gods. And a new figure, Gabriella Cazador, would take over as another champion with the loss of Goran. Father, I think it's Father Cairo Serut and Gabriella Cazador would meet Lepitor and Marco, and a butting of heads of some sort. And as our heroes begin to find themselves wondering what the future has in store, the gods push their fate forward. A meeting is held with Gaius, Lepitor, Marco, Redulus, Tormund, where the goddess Ayun and the god Torog can ask for a counseling of sorts with these heroes, and with the message being that this is a Hail Mary plan. An immediate portal is opened, and our heroes are junted into the infernal plane alongside their companion Akuji, whose past in history began in this place. As our heroes land in the sulfury, hellish landscape that is the infernal plane, the only things they know are the snippets from Akuji's past, but with the warning from the gods that this is an old place, older than Foundation, outside of the grips of time. A message comes through all of their heads that here is where secrets go when they are lost. And it might be their only way to prevent whatever is transpiring in the future, and might be the only way to defeat the entity known as Zenith. As before they had departed, multiple reports had been coming in that the stars had been disappearing in the night sky. And so, our last session was the arrival of all our heroes here within the hellscape. An immediate confrontation took place as an entity was found with spears jutting out of it, a demonic, almost like cow-like creature with inflated belly, as it seemed to be the quarry of some hunters nearby. Combat quickly ensued, and our heroes determined very quickly that these creatures on this plane are built a little bit more resilient than on the prime material. But victory ensued, and the first display of fighting prowess from Lepitor and Marco is shown to our original cast and party. As you all took in the scenery, there are a few important things to make out. One was the main center to arrive at to gain either information, safe haven, or, just a place to go to, was the city of Brass, Akuji's home. But where you are currently is an unknown location in a large mountainous hellscape with obsidian-like towers and mountain ranges, plumes of soot and ash and fire in the sky, rivers of lava flowing in every direction, and towards the far east, a large vortex, like a worldwide hurricane, a tempestuous storm that constantly goes, that you guys were warned of is a very dangerous location. But as a landmark, it shows you are not far off from the city of Brass. Probably the only city or kingdom within the first layer of the Infernal Plane. Your refuge was made in a small tower outpost with runes engraved that lightly reduce the heat placed on all of your bodies, and a few realizations of this place. Traversing it is dangerous. The inhabitants who live here are dangerous, and if you exert yourselves too much, exhaustion will take place quite quickly. With limited rations, water, and just the immense danger of the area you're in, this first short rest you take here in this slightly cool place marks the beginning of a trek through one of the most dangerous places you all have probably ever experienced. So, with that, we can begin tonight's session back within that tower, right following after, I believe it was a short rest everybody wanted to take, where you did half your rations. And I'll remind you, for gameplay purposes, every long rest, you consume one full ration. You all have 14, or started out with 14 rations. So everybody should be, unless, you're, whatever, you should all mark off a half ration. Also, this music's like fucking up. Is it still going for everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just keeps like coming in and out. I might have to fix it. Anyways, as we can join back within these dark black stoned walls of this tower, just out of the heatscape of the Infernal Plane, heroes, what would you like to do?
Y'all thought I couldn't fight, huh? You like that fancy footwork last time?
Just shaking my head.
I'm looking at you, Levitor.
Slightly impressed. Still have lots of work to do.
And we will do it.
Where were we heading? What was our direction?
As far as I remember, and feel free to correct me on a lot of things because it's been a while. Akuji, the last time you guys had kind of scoped out the entire landscape, there was Akuji had recognized that the large storm was the Great Rift. Unknown to you guys what that means, but and that was also where he assumed that the hunting party that attacked you had kind of came from. Like they were like a small detachment from a greater force in that direction, as well as the city of Brass was probably in at least vaguely the opposite direction. So let's just say in our mindscape, the storm is to the east of where this tower is right now, just like over a large cresting of mountains, and presumably the general direction for the city would be towards the west. Man, my music's just not working.
And we decided that we were going to the city, right?
So yeah.
Yeah, Akuji had kind of said that would be the only place he would know. One, you all kind of talked about you don't even know why exactly you guys were brought here, and if this was a last-ditch effort. They didn't tell you what it was for, and Akuji's like, well, I used to live there, and it's a huge place, like even bigger than Protonheim and Vasselheim. So if you're going there to find more information, that'd be a place to start.
And am I also remembering wrong that we know, or Akuji thought or something, that we have to go lower? Or no?
I don't remember exactly that, but something specifically was, he said that you are on the first layer of the infernal plane, and Akuji's, this is all he knows is this place, but he says the further you go down, the more powerful the entities that are there, and the more powerful the things are there, the more secrets and control they have. But those are just rumors.
Okay. Well, I suppose if everybody's rested, probably keep moving.
So I guess from where we are at, because I remember we went to like some kind of like little tower, dilapidated building thing.
Mm-hmm.
So from where we're at, looking towards the city, is there like, I don't know, I guess are there areas or coves or other kind of buildings we can like move to, like for cover and kind of go back and forth, or is it just kind of like an open area?
You can't see exactly the city, just the direction generally. It's like kind of being in a mountain range and like knowing, I know there's a big city over there somewhere. That being said, go ahead and roll me a perception check. First roll back, by the way. Colt looks
Don't
like
you fucking
he's like just about to crack up. He looks like he's about to just like
Me?
yeah, your camera froze for a second. And like
You said perception?
yeah, perception.
16.
So yeah, where you are right now is kind of within this like valley, like snaking valley. you see these nasty spire-like mountains to the west and the east, and on the east, the huge tempestuous storm with lightning, red and yellow and blue, it's literally just like a swirling mass. And it's hard to even make out like the size of it. But towards the west, as you look out over there, you do see there is somewhat of a path laid out in a way. Through these craggly rock side faces, a large flowing river of like it looks to be molten stone or lava kind of goes through this place, and it's a weird mirror of like a beautiful mountain environment where there would be like this crystal blue water flowing through and large trees growing. It's just like this fiery snaking tongue and huge rivets of sparkling stone and cutting metal. You don't see much more structures here on a 16, but what you do make out is there is a group of there's like movement near the river, far off, miles and miles and miles away, little dark shapes that seem to be following the track of this snaking river towards the west.
I mean, consider myself an adventurer, but kind of just go with the flow. So I definitely don't want to make the decision here.
We wouldn't want you. We wouldn't want you to make the decision either.
I'm cool with
Let's.
that.
I suggest Akuji recommended let's continue westward towards the river. But let's bear in mind that we don't leave any obvious openings to leave us vulnerable to attacks. Let's stay close to whatever mountainside or large rocks we can. Keep an eye out
Are we trying to move
on
with
everything
stealth
around
here,
us.
or just go for it?
I'd recommend we be very cautious.
Okay.
Avoid whatever conflict we can.
Sounds good.
We also don't know how they're gonna react to us.
Very true.
Akuji says, "Yes, I can lead the way."
Really good.
Follow me. And he begins to walk off out of the small tower. As each of you follow, crossing the threshold of this building, as noted before, Akuji mentioned that some buildings here, there are some places within Avernus that are even too hostile for infernal beings to live in. So some stones are enchanted with this kind of like environmental AC effect. And as you cross this threshold, the heat immediately goes to like 100%. It's just this crushing wave as you step back out. And it wasn't comfortable in the tower. It wasn't like awesome in there. It's just like stepping out from a really hot house to just being outside. It's just like it's awful the whole way. In some ways, it does feel. Actually, I'd like you to make me a nature check.
Nature.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say, are we talking humid heat or dry heat?
Well, it's the humidity that gets
Beautiful.
you. Natural 20. There is a strange aspect about this place. There's just immediately as you take in the environment on this trek following Akuji, It feels as if the sun is beating down on you like the most it's ever been. You look up to the sky though, and it is an ashen-filled sky with no sun in sight. There's just like an ambient red and orange hue, but it feels like the rays are beating down. There is also a slight, not slight, but there is a humidity factor to this. It feels thick, and the fumes and sulfurous vents that appear out of the ground. Every time you like take a step, sometimes it feels like the ground will crack and a little puff of air will jettison out. Get caught coughing. There's it almost feels on a natural 20. A few things you begin to take in, Tormund. One, you are so miserable and you start to get angry. Like you start to feel this like fury beating in because you're so uncomfortable. And then you take a step as you continue moving forward. It almost feels like personal. Like it almost feels like you are being like, even the environment is trying to torture you in a way. When you do feel like a brief moment of respite, like taking a moment to stop, a rock will like poke you in your boot, like, and you'll just be miserable again. There's a strange personal note to the hellish landscape. The second thing you notice is you guys begin to journey for like an hour or so in this general direction. Tormund, you start to take in now, like acknowledging this, like it feels like the world's trying to piss me off. You feel like the mountain that you guys are going towards, that weird little valley that the river where Lepator had pointed out and Akuji's leading you to, you feel like you haven't moved as far as you should have. Like you look back and you see the tower and it's far off. But then you look forward and there's this weird illusion like feeling of like, did we even like make any progress in the last hour? We had to. The tower's back there. But you don't feel any closer to the destination. For about an hour now, yeah. Okay.
Does Tormund look visibly like annoyed?
Is that annoyance like only
Just
towards him, or
Tormund?
is like, yeah,
It's everyone.
He's probably the one who notices it because he's the one who probably has to utilize his pissed offness the most.
He's an angry man.
Control the anger.
Yeah, so he's like, "Oh, okay, that's making me mad, and that's pissing me off. So I'm gonna hold that. I'm gonna use that later." You all are uncomfortable.
Anger,
Yeah,
anger counter.
Yeah, his
anger.
like the scream things from Monsters Inc. It's slowly like.
Only for him is just being pissed off and annoyed.
Roger.
You continue following Akuji?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
We got to at this
You
point.
guys continue going forward for at least another couple hours, 2 or 3 hours. The same kind of rockish landscape with that dark black rock, the vents of sulfur pulling out. You all take a step, and occasionally, as you're walking, the ground will like crack and a puff of air shoot out, blasting you in the face. And you come to like a small part where you feel like is a good resting point. Tormund, you look out across the area, and you see that place where that river that leads, lava river leads to the mountains. And you look back and you see the tower still.
Unfortunately, I think that is it. Yeah.
Make me a perception check. It's hard to tell. There's been like a dust cloud that's kind of come through the area in the last like 15 minutes. It feels farther away.
The terrain or anything doesn't look. Has it been changing as we've been walking, or
Make me an investigation check.
footsteps or something?
Can I help him with that? Can I give a help action?
Yeah.
Um, 26.
The rock, in many ways, looking out across the place and nearby formations, it looks vaguely familiar. I mean, a lot of like, it's like comparing stalagmites to stalagmites. It's like, yeah, there's a little difference. There is a strange familiarity to it, though. Especially like this cliffside you guys found yourself on, where Akuji's like looking out and taking it all in. He opens up, takes out a little piece of parchment, scribbles something on it, and folds it back up and puts it in his pocket. And says, "This way, follow me." Leads down this like.
Are you sure we're not going in circles?
He looks back and he says, "I'm pretty sure you've been walking in the same way." Do you all follow?
I'm not gonna get lost, so I'm gonna follow.
Yeah.
Yeah, his voice is a little weird.
Weird.
Make me an insight check.
And everything like we're passing seems to be newer or like the same thing, like just seems a little familiar.
Seems very familiar.
Okay.
Don't really notice much of a change. He seems very driven at the moment. Like you've given him the baton of leadership and he's utilizing it to his fullest potential.
Mm.
That's kind of pissing you off a little bit too.
That's true.
I feel like we brought this up at a later date, and we decided something couldn't work or something. Or
He clears his throat and he says, in a much different voice this time too. It's very weird. He says, "My magic is not a guarantee. I have not been to this city in a long time. It is a risk. We could try it if you felt it was appropriate. But we could also end up in a pool of lava.
or in that storm, huh?
Or the storm.
Or in that storm, yes."
Having no prior knowledge of Akuji's teleportations, I would be like, I'm down for a chance.
Nope, don't do it.
He said he's down.
Gucci, your shit's 50-50 at this point. And we are in, for us, unknown terrain. So, you might be okay with it, Marcos. We have experience.
Well, it doesn't really look like we've moved.
And to be honest, everything around us seems familiar.
Guys, come on. You don't trust me? We moved.
Come on.
Guys, we moved. Come on.
Come on.
What do you mean by that, guys?
Could I do like an arcane check to see if we're not like stuck in some sort of like illusion?
The music went crazy. Yeah, make me an Arcana check.
Yeah, you know, blow through your
Rations.
rations.
That's
Our
smart
limited
of you.
ration.
That's real smart.
That's smart. I'm just
That's
gonna let
very
you know though, if you run out, I'm not sharing with you. At
Neither
all.
am
I'm not either.
I.
Is that Duke Nukem?
So you were being selfish now.
right.
All right.
Make me a Arcana Readiness.
Okay. Dirty 20.
Your arcane senses begin to tingle. As you're having this conversation, that dust storm that was passing by, continues its trajectory, and as it clears, the visual visage of what looked to be the tower you guys were in shifts slightly. You see, like, it slowly kind of changes, and it was like the perfect outline of the tower, this kind of blocky shape, and you look, and it's just like a large piece of jutting stone, like just like a spire sticking out that looked like the tower.
What the fuck? Jesus, what the fuck is the? I guess I'll point that out to everyone. That's not right. So this has to do a little something with that dust cloud.
What do you mean?
I mean, look at the tower now.
Does look different.
Are you sure?
He takes a step. Tormund takes a step forward, and as he does, his foot cracks into the ground, and a little gust of like gas shoots out, blasts him in the face a little bit. Nice. Okay. You're gonna make a headband, and it's gonna cover your face.
A face band.
Okay.
He's a speaker now. His illusion. He's shifting this way.
Akuchi raises his voice slightly and he says, well, we could be. Maybe there's a chance that we're getting a little lost. I'm not the best navigator, but I don't know what you want me to do. You said walk in a wet direction. I'm going that way. No, I never left the city until I left.
Well, I mean, I think maybe now that we're all aware of it, maybe we can keep trying to walk and see if we notice what's going on.
Okay. So we're all still okay with me leading, right? That's on the table.
Well, let's just. Do we
short
know what way
leash.
west is? Yeah, like if we know what way we're going, it's like we'll just all walk this way till things start changing. See if we can get out.
All right. All right.
Let's pick a marker. And we walk to that.
the
and
tower.
We'll regroup.
No, Akuji,
From
Jesus.
there.
You said
Hey guys, I gotta get home in an hour, so
you can try.
I got time
Yeah,
for
I'm just
one more
gonna-
run.
I'm just gonna point to like a random rock jutting out in the distance.
That's
Okay.
the spire. That's the tower.
We're gonna we do 180.
Okay, you you find in the horizon, you're still like raised up. Like this place comes up and down. There's hills and valleys and ridges to traverse and not plains, but like flatlands. You pick a large jutting spire of stone that almost like looks to come up in like almost a hand, but it's way too blocky. That's the one. And you all begin to make your way towards make your way towards it.
I don't think we have a choice if you want to
Yes.
break
Let's
it
do
out.
it.
Okay. You all begin walking forward. A few hours pass. Who is leading, quote unquote, leading this?
I will. I pointed out.
Yeah.
Okay. He's just like wearing a cloth with two little eye holes. I love this.
I can't
We
see
can all
fucking shit
agree.
out this thing.
Master, a good idea.
The masks were a good idea.
But in retrospect,
Don't ask me and Mike for nothing.
It ain't kinda
So,
hard to break the
Tormund
thing.
or Lepitor? Are you gonna... Basically,
for now.
I need a check.
Levitor's going for it.
I need a wisdom... Not a sorry check. I need a wisdom saving throw.
Yes.
Yeah, from Lepitor. Not from
Wisdom.
Tormund. Lepitor.
That's a 16.
16. You guys begin walking, and as you're walking, the dark black and kind of red hueish stone beneath your feet, cropping in and out, the large spires jutting out. You look towards the west where that weird little snaking river kind of goes in towards the mountain, that flowing red lava river. Every step as you're walking through, stone, it almost seems to like crack sometimes under the pressure, and a gust of air will shoot up and kind of disrupt your face. You get caught. Lepitor, you're going through. You take a step, and as you see the ground beneath begin to crack, you notice it's almost in the exact same place. And you look up at your landmark you've been going towards, that large jutting hand-like structure. And you don't feel like you've gained any ground. And you look behind you and you see a dust cloud blowing by. And in the shadow of that dust cloud, what looks to be like a tower-like structure. After a couple hours, you take a moment to stop and gather yourself.
So we're not anywhere closer to that rock, that landmark.
Make me a
I think
wisdom
Dust
check.
Cloud is our enemy.
A
Anyone else feel
wisdom
that way?
check?
Yeah, it's the Dust Cloud always been behind us?
I thought we could see the
Uh,
tower before.
You can. Sorry. Okay. Make me a insight check. Or sorry, not an insight check. Make me a wisdom saving throw. Oh fuck, God, it's been so redolent.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw, right?
Yeah.
All right. Thank God. I'm super bad at those.
38.
Not 20.
Oh,
What is
God.
it, bitch?
Not 20 for 21.
Oh,
Let's
awesome.
go.
Yeah, the dust cloud has always been behind you.
Okay.
And as you're looking at it, it slowly starts to disappear, and that tower-like structure that was hidden in the dust just appears to be another spire stone. So you had to have like gone forward.
Huh.
It just probably was like another stone.
But as we stop, this dust cloud just disappears.
As you look at it and
As I look at it,
examine it and slowly
He gets
disappear.
nervous.
it's nervous.
So I noticed that the ground is like shifting as we're walking, right?
You don't notice the ground is shifting. You just notice that crack that was like about to form, and you were gonna get blasted with like sulfur fumes. It
Mhm.
like almost cracked in the exact same spot, and like the exact same like formation of like hairline fractures, and almost in like the same geographical location as the last time it happened to you. And it's happened to everybody. Occasionally you'll step and like a little will blast you, and you have to catch your breath. But like as Lepitors, you stepped, you just like noticed, you're like, this is like way too familiar.
So we're stuck in a fucking illusion.
Can I like toot on my loot and cast detect magic?
We're taking
Yes,
the right
please.
step.
What
taking the
level are
right
you
step.
casting it at?
I think I'm gonna be honest. I'm pretty bad with spells, but I'm pretty sure I only have it at first level.
Do it at level 8.
I don't have a level.
Well, it's whatever your maximum.
Okay.
Whatever the max spell level you can cast, you can upcast it to, and I think it's a level 3 spell. Or
I have
2
up to
spell.
3 here. Yeah, screw it. I'll cast a level 3.
What song you gonna toot?
Some future song.
How does it? Yeah, just how does it appear as you?
I'm for once, my mood is like kind of souring. The fact that there seems to be no direction, so I just casually pull the loot out, and I'm not even really playing much. I'm just kind of using that to disguise the fact that I'm casting the detect magic. But the few notes that I pop out, there's definitely this like kind of purple faint energy that is seen to me to detect whatever's going on around us at a level 3.
You all see as the flute emanates notes, a weird little faint glow just appears from his hands, and almost like the hair like slowly wafts in this air a little bit, like you're underwater and your hair kind of like bobs. Marco's beautiful mane slowly starts to do that. Little purple ribbons begin to expand out from the musical notes. Marco, you immediately notice there is a intense amount of magic emanating from Redless himself. And it is this strange, almost like spiky, like expanse of magic. Several items on Leptor, an item or two on Tormund, as well as Guidus, and a dense, almost like fiery, like Mountain Dew Code Red colored aura of magic all around you.
I could really hit that.
And you notice behind you where the tower, quote unquote, is, it's their intensity is like maximized right there.
Okay.
Akuji
kinda
tilts
like-
his head back. What are we waiting on? Now I'm doing Batman.
God, you're Batman now.
Where are we going? Where is the Joker?
Ah, that's a good Akuji right there.
That's
how
Akuji.
would be now.
Where are we going? Sorry. He just looks back and goes, what are we waiting on? God damn it! He says, what are we waiting on?
As I kind of like finish the tune, I'm gonna hit a wrong note, hoping that maybe everybody kind of looks at me. And I'm gonna be like let's huddle up. Let's take a second. And for whoever would like come over, I just want to say, look, I'm the new guy here, but we might have a code red going on. Seems to be that we're surrounded by something kind of sinister, and I've noticed we've made 0 progress. So maybe we should figure out how to go backwards instead of forwards. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here.
No, I think he's right. I think keep seeing the tower. think we should try and go towards the tower.
Agree to agree.
Can't see shit. Okay, now as
There's
Tormund
big
does it,
holes
there
in your
are
mask
these
now. Yeah.
huge, like, these huge rips. He kind of looks like almost like a fucked up luchador mask a little bit now. It's like these long, like, finger-like rips in the cloth. You all decide to move the opposite direction, back towards the tower. Towards the tower.
Huge tear.
As you begin marching, the stone you see beneath your feet. Tormund, can you make me a dexterity saving throw? No. Yeah, you're not blind anymore.
Had to keep it, bro.
No.
At advantage?
You
Nice.
see Tormund begins to, as he's just walking back towards the tower, kind of leading in direction, Tormund stinks into the ground visually and disappears. Tormund, you begin tumbling, falling down a hill. To all the rest of you, he takes a step forward and just sinks beneath the ground, falling. And you hear him still. You hear whatever he's shouting as he tumbles. Tormund, you don't take any damage, but you do tumble down the hill. And when you catch yourself, you look back up, and you've probably fallen like 15 feet. Make me a wisdom saving throw at advantage, Tormund.
And as I see Tormund like fall and disappear, I'm gonna cast Aura of Protection for all of us up here.
I think it's just in time, actually.
19. You look back and you see Lepitor, that's a passive. It's always going. You don't have to manually cast it, but good.
Wait, it's
You got it.
always? That's
It's
so
always
it's
on.
always. All of these
Yeah.
are always on?
Your auras,
What do you mean
unless it
always?
says it costs an
Auras?
action or bonus action, it's just always on.
Everybody likes being around you.
Yeah, paladins are just good to have.
Yeah.
Okay,
You are
they're all
home.
fine.
P daddies
So
are
if they're
here.
making saving throws, they can add that shit on. But Tormund, as you're plummeting down, you see as you go through, the scenery around you immediately changes. You are no longer in this weird obsidian flatlands with flowing lava rivers and stuff. You are in this like almost like barren bone-like desert where it's like sandy sandstone, kind of like the yellowish color, huge bone struttings up out of the ground. There is still like in the far distance that same kind of like the cover photo, lava rivers and lakes and huge mountains. But you see all of what you've been looking at for the last 4 or 5 hours begin to slowly disappear and vanish. And you also see a long train. It's the only way to, well, not even train, a long convoy of thousands upon thousands of hunchbacked humanoids, all bound together by chains, walking along a line. As you land on the ground and taking your surroundings, the rest of you all make me wisdom saving throws.
You get +4 to all saving throws.
Not you anymore. But yeah, if
Because
we
you
were within
fell.
10 feet, anytime you make a saving throw when you're near Lepitor, you get +4.
14.
So stay close.
13.
11.
Fail, fail.
Yay.
You said wisdom saving throw? 18.
You all just see him disappear beneath the ground, and your mind begins to make sense. He's fallen into some sort, like the ground appears to have like a tunnel, like in it, like a hole. He like cracked the ground, and sulfur shot up, hit you all in the face. You begin to cough profusely. He's fallen into one of the cracks. Lepitor, as you're standing there, you notice that like it was when he fell through solid ground. And then the crack began to appear. The rest of you, in that split second as Tormund vanishes, what are you all doing?
I'm jumping in.
Redulus dives into the hole. Redulus, you begin to tumble down. Searing pain coming from your jutting crystal attachments to your body. Redulus dives in. Marco, eventually, you hear the tumbling of stone as like I think he's like a 300-pound man. Goliath lands on top of you, Tormund. You all hear a cry from Tormund down below. Intense pain. What are you all doing?
I'm gonna just kneel at the hole and look down.
Eesh.
See if I can see into it at all.
Yeah.
Leptor quickly goes down, kneels back, and as you do, you see that the hole is just pitch darkness, and you sharpen your mind quickly, noticing the strangities that you've been seeing, the reoccurring patterns, the strange, like, familiarity of all of this, and this, like, almost like, oh shit, kind of reconfiguration of the ground. The illusion slowly starts to dissipate. And you see as your hand is touching the stone, it is no longer hardened like obsidian-like stone. It is this grainy sandstone, kind of like, which is very loose and malleable, kind of like hardened beach sand. And as your palm presses into it, it kind of slips slightly, and you pull back, and the illusion slowly starts to dissipate from you, Lepitor, and you see the same thing that is described. You are in this Saharan-type desert environment, not with these flowing lava lakes and such, but huge, like, rib cage, bone-like appendages coming out of the ground, and a long, miles-wide line of humanoids spanning this wasteland, with other figures riding around on some sort of creature. Redulus, as you land, your mind begins to slowly, like, try to make sense of this. Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. 17.
You fat bitch.
My knee.
That ass.
17.
That's my
Fucking
knee.
knee.
17. You are in a dark cave, like a dark, stone cave, and you are sitting on top of Tormund.
I'm gonna get up off him. Oh, sorry. And I'm gonna try to pick him up. The hell's this?
Piece of shit.
You say I'm in a cave?
It's like dark. You're just like in darkness right now. You can just know it's a cave because it just feels like it is. You're to your senses, but you can't like really see anything.
Can't really see anything. Cool.
So from where I'm at, looking down, like I see this big desert thing. Is it like a big like sand dune kind of thing, like going down that they fell and rolled?
Yeah,
So
but it was like
like-
harder, kind of like mix between. It's like clay almost in a way.
Okay. And so is it like, is there a way to come back up to where we're at, or is like as far as I can see, like, once we
it's
get
just
down?
like a little hill.
Okay. I guess I'll try and follow after them, but not falling.
You see Lepitor sink into the hole and disappear in darkness, Marco and Guidus.
I immediately, if Lepitor going down, I dive beautifully.
He dives down. Guidus, you see the same thing happen. They both dive down.
Do I see like nothing? Like, do I still like see where they're going, or I just
It's like
don't
a
see
dark
them any-
tunnel in the ground, like a hole in the ground.
I guess, frustratingly, I will go to the hole.
Okay.
And go down.
You slowly dive and you like lose your footing and like lightly tumble down the side. It is in reality just a sand dune like hillside that you slid down. A weird thing happens to Marco and Guidus as you're going down though. As you're like moving and falling, pretty much sliding down, where it should just be this silty sand, you almost feel like your mind is making up jutting edges and points that nick into your sides, your hips. Like scratches seem to like come up. You feel a scratch on your cheek, and as you land near the bottom, like you touch yourself there and there's no blood, but there's like the illusion of pain. Both of you now can make me, well, both of you make me wisdom saving throws at advantage after tumbling down this, and you have Lepitor's +4.
16.
24.
Okay. Guidus, you land near the bottom, and where you touch, there is no blood, but you are in this very dangerous, like enclosed cavern system, where like these weird overhang, like shale-like cliffs, and beneath you, you have to like push yourself up against the wall because you are maybe 6 inches away from tumbling over to an expansive lava lake. With the rest of your companions just kind of like hanging near the, and you start to freak out for a second. The rest of you, the illusion begins to dissipate, and you look over that desert landscape, the quote-unquote real and true landscape. They did.
Well,
We'll stand together.
I'm seeing a cave, and he's seeing
I
this.
assumed you moved a little bit after.
So Redolus can, like, he still thinks it's a cave, but not as dangerous as.
Yeah,
Guidus
he
sees
sees
the
a cave, like he's in a complete cave. Guidus sees like standing on the edge of a like 100-foot drop into lava.
And then the rest of us, we look out and it's just like sand.
You're just standing
Straight
on
in front of
sand.
us.
Yeah, just for miles and miles and miles.
Yeah, I'm a.
What do you
Okay.
mean you're confused? It's all right there.
Yeah. Use your imagination, dude. What's going on?
You
I'm
can't
gonna
see what
start,
I'm
like-
imagining.
I'm gonna start
I
just
guess-
like walking around. Like, I
Okay.
guess I'll walk towards, I don't know, open area in my mind.
Yeah.
Where the fuck are we?
You have dark vision, Redolus?
I don't think so.
Pitch black.
Nope.
You all see him wandering around like a desert, like hands out, stretched, looking around. And you
Anyone
see
got a
Guidus
light?
kind of posed up against the sand dune, just kind of like standing there.
Are any of the people that I see like in danger in my eyes?
They're pretty close to the edge. Yeah.
Um,
We're just gonna keep
The-
walking.
like close enough that they're about to fall, or there's still a little bit of grace before.
They don't look too concerned. Like they're like right near the edge, but they don't look that concerned. You all hear above you, what's going on down there? Sakuchi is up at the top.
Be careful, there's lava everywhere.
What? And then you hear,
Lava.
oh shit! Boom, 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 boom. As he comes down, Akuji slides out.
If I think he's gonna fall in lava, I'm gonna try and save his life.
Yeah, you see him sliding in the tunnel as he comes down. He looks like he's gonna like super slide, like water slide into the ravine. So you go to try to grab him. Make me a dexterity saving throw or a check. Maybe a dex check.
I'm gonna go slap Redolus too.
Okay.
Ooh, that's finally good. 20,
You get a +4.
31.
You grab his wrist as he
20,
slides down,
31.
and he looks and he goes, "Take your guidance." You saved my life. I thought I was gonna fall into that worm's mouth down there.
What do you mean? That's lava.
Marco goes up to Redless and smack. Roll me a hit roll, like you would just roll with your sword.
With my sword?
Well, just like add that
Natural 20.
modifier to it.
Add that modifier. Add that modifier.
Okay.
Relis can't.
And then-
It's like
and then
Relis
tell
doesn't
me-
even see this coming, right?
No,
That
he
would be a
didn't.
16.
So advantage.
Advantage. You got advantage,
He's
dog.
blinded.
18.
You miss.
18. He goes to swing, and there's this weird like he kind of like dodges to the side slightly, and whew, it just barely misses him.
I'm just
As he
gonna
like
turn-
almost like Neo said.
I'm just gonna turn back to
I
everybody.
stumbled, really. It just
I'll
I
be like,
stumbled. It just
Are you
missed
seeing
me.
this shit? This guy.
What was that?
I'm gonna call out to him. Relis, what's wrong with you?
Redolus, you hear
I
like in
can't
front of you.
see.
you feel like he's in front of you, but it's almost like surround sound. You're going a little crazy. You can't find anybody.
It's pissing me off. I'm gonna reach in my bag to see if I can find some burning, like slit, something to burn, like a torch, maybe, or like a stick.
Okay,
I'm
you
trying to-
you take out the torch and it immediately catches on fire.
Yeah. And then what do I see? Do I see
Dark
anyone around
cave.
me? Still dark
cave
cave.
around.
No
Yeah.
one
roll
around
me
me.
A,
Okay.
roll me a wisdom saving throw now.
Fuck me, dude. This is so ass. Wisdom saving?
Yeah.
+4. All
He's
right.
wandered
Cool.
a little bit away from Leviton.
Okay. So still dirty 20. I got 19.
Okay. As you take out the torch and light it, you begin to see like the weird cave-like feeling you had. As you wave the fire in front, it almost seems to burn it away, like it was a can made of canvas. The scene you were watching, and as it does, the reds and dark blacks of the environment turns to like bright yellows and whites of a bone-dry desert environment. Meanwhile, Akuji is shouting back with Guidus holding onto him tight. He said, "The worm, Guidus! The worm!"
What worm? I don't see a worm.
I'm gonna walk
Save
over.
me.
I'm gonna walk over to him. I'm gonna go, guy to stick your hand out, please.
I see him walking across lava pits.
You you see him. It's weird because as he's like walking towards you, it looks like he's walking on stone that has like you swear it was open before, but there must have been like a bridge there or something. He's walking over a wide cavernous environment. Roll me a wisdom save with advantage as it starts to not make sense what is happening.
Do I have +4 still?
Yeah, you're nearby.
Well, I don't think it matters. I think it's worse than last time. 15.
It's not making sense. The lava. But Akuji begins to not like be frantic anymore, and his voice kind of settles down, and he goes, "That's so weird. I don't know what I was. Is everybody okay? What the hell's going on?" Guidus, you see him like walk off and like straight up step into the void where it would just be a 100-foot drop. And then you see Akuji disappear. He doesn't fall, he just disappears. And a
Oh.
cloud of dust kind of like comes by. The rest of you appear to be fine.
I'm just standing there dumbfounded. Like, I don't know what the fuck's going on anymore.
I'm gonna try to like grab his hand and just like put the torch in him. Like, relax. Probably an illusion from something, some source. Just walk with us.
Careful of that lava, though.
There's no lava. It's an illusion, my
It's
guy.
everywhere. What do you mean? There's lakes
see.
of it.
Any lava.
I'm gonna grab his hand and guide him towards the lava just to show him it's not
I'm
real.
fighting back. He's not pulling me in that fucking lava.
You're the illusion. Leave me alone.
Try me, athletics.
Oh,
I pull.
Akuji!
You killed him. Hanging on his back.
It's like I'm taking my kid to football practice. Come
Yeah.
on.
As this strange scenario continues, as you drag him through, the mind set illusion snaps and breaks, and like a tarp covering a hole, as he steps you into that void, Gaius, you feel like the entire scene gets dragged down, and you are in the middle of a desert with no lava, no other fall or anything like that. But you are all stood there now in a weird environment. Now being free of this, you all hear a strange rattle wind, or what, if there is even a wind, this weird like a chittering, almost like insect-like sound emanating. You are in a wide desert with multitudes of sand dunes, and that long strain of humanoids who appear to be like connected by something. They are like a few miles off, like 2 or maybe let's say 3 miles away. Bright, sunny desert like skyline. That ashiness in the sky, as well as like the huge plumes of ash, it is still there, but it is further away than it felt like before. And you hear that chittering sound again, that
And this is like
What
the
are you
This is
doing?
first.
awful. I hate it here.
This is like the first time we're hearing this. Like we didn't hear it
Mhm.
before.
it's a strange sound.
We on the same page? Everybody seeing the same thing?
Guys, are you there?
Goodness. It's way too addicting to do that voice. That is such an easy character voice to do. I was so scared.
Oh my head.
Looking around, I mean, how drastic is everything that we've seen up to this point? I mean, has everything been a lie till now?
Are you like lost now?
We're in a desert, dude.
Is there more or less direction now?
You can make me a nature or perception check.
Persuasion.
Are we still on the first level?
Yeah. Yeah.
23.
It could have been that as
Perception.
soon as we got here, like none of this is real.
23. You begin to slowly climb back up the dune a little bit and look out from where you came. You see behind you, or at least the direction you thought. It is a clean desert scape. I was gonna explain this in a way that's way too confusing in your imagination. Basically, the way you thought you were walking from, you see no signs of traversing through the sand, but in a completely foreign direction that doesn't make sense, you see deep tracking footprints, indicating like a group of like 5 or 6 individuals trudging through deep sand. There's wrappers. There's like a couple Cheez-Its laid out across. But what you also see is far off, towards the south, let's say. There's like a little mountain range with dark black and red stone, and a ever so tiny, little insignificant speck of a structure that kind of resembles the tower, indicating to you that you have been moving forward, but not in the direction that you had chosen. And as you look around with that 23, you begin to look towards the direction that you would have continued to have gone in. And as you look in there, you see a huge metallic and bone-like contraption is the only thing I could say. That almost like looks like a city. Enormous barbs that come out like a rosebud, but of just these veiny bone and metal prongs. And inside that place, movement. Dark red, black, and white skinned creatures, all bearing armor and weapons, and infinitely more, not infinite, but a large quantity more of chained humanoids. Some are in boxes. Some of them are in cells and crates. Some of them are chained to posts and being dragged along like hogs ready for the fire. Some are bound to posts, put up in multitudes of poses. It looks to be some sort of slave camp of some kind. And you were a mere hour or so away from just walking straight into it.
Holy shit. That would have been bad.
You find yourself now, the rest of your party, like if you could think of the sand dune as like a wall, your party's on the right, and an hour to the left was like chained servitude, it looked like. And again, as you're standing up there, a wind kind of slightly blows across the desert. Some sand hits your face, and you hear a little chattering noise. You hear a chattering noise.
I imagine they're too far, but you can't like make out any kind of features of anybody who's chained, I would assume, huh?
On a 23, no features. Actually, no features. Very muddied, in fact. Like you feel like you should see at least different hair colors or something else, but you see them all like wearing similar garments. You just hear noises. You hear like wails, like and screams and shouts and cries. Banging of metal, which you hadn't noticed before. And you see extending out from this encampment is the train of like bound figures that like goes on for miles.
Well,
yeah, I'd say like an outpost is pretty. It doesn't look like it's livable in. It just looks like it has a working purpose for the moment.
And so you said when we were like, we're at the bottom of this hill, and we could see like the long row of humanoids, and there were other people riding on something. How far away are they? Are they like relatively close? Like we should be concerned with them spotting us, or are they far enough away?
They're the closest figure as you look out, appears like a couple miles away, at least like 2 miles away. But you can definitely tell because where's this, and the weird like light almost has that mirage effect of it's hard to like focus on something for a while because it kind of hurts your eyes. But the long train of hunched figures isn't close. It's just like it's easy to make out because it snakes forward and comes across and snakes back around in this weird, almost like train car like way. And then you'll see figures like quickly moving around on like a quadrupedal creature. If you want any further like examination, you can roll me a perception check.
I think I'm good. I think I'm gonna try to head back up the hill where Guidance is at to try and get a better view with him.
Lepitor's hand crosses over the dune, finds you at the top, Guidus.
Guess I'll
We
ask
need to
Guidance
keep
what.
moving.
Yeah, let's Guidance what you see.
It looks like we were coming from that way. I'll point out our foot tracks, but we definitely weren't going the way we thought. I think we
Yeah,
need to ignore
definitely
that
not.
encampment and keep moving the way we think we need to go toward the city.
And which way would that be from up here?
Now make me a perception check.
Persuasion.
I'll go up to Leptor.
Okay. You ascend the sand dune.
Perception, right?
Yeah.
$19.
You look out, and now your mind cleared of whatever effect was polluting its senses. You see that the mountains are not as there's not as many as there was before. There are huge mountain ranges to the east and west, but the western one seems more kind of like manicured in a way. There seem to be more routes going through, but the lava river still exists. So that landmark of like this little clearing that the river flows through, that appears to exist towards the west. To the east, you do notice you are surprisingly have a better vantage of it. You've gone far enough north now that you can see around the mountain range to where you see the large vortex-like storm cloud that is in itself miles and miles wide and high, as well as what can only be described as a wall of blood red stone that extends into the storm and out of it in a way that feels like there is no end to it, and as high as you can see into the sky before it disappears into the ashen sky, like just like a blood red stony wall that almost extends out of the storm and forms like this enormous barrier, leading you to notice that you have gained progress and you have more like of an understanding of the landscape. You haven't been standing still. You have been working towards progress, but as Guide has pointed out, that might have been like almost to your, not doom, but
Pretty close.
yeah, to this scary outpost. You also notice the chain of like humanoid individuals appears to go in the direction of that clearing towards the
And with them are also the people riding those mounts.
yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll say to Guidus and Marco, you also came up here, right?
Right.
I guess I'll say to you too, because I assume the other guys maybe are not in earshot. And I'll say, well, I guess we should keep heading towards the western mountains there, if I even know what direction they actually are. But we should probably try and stay clear of those row of people and whatever beings that seem to guard them. Looks like trouble.
as you ascend the dune and look out over it, he looks out over and says, "Oh, I do know of this. It is a soul farm."
I was about to say slave camp.
I mean, in a way, the devils that live here, there's a secondary marketplace apart from like coin. They still love coin and stuff. But individuals that die on your plane end up here, their souls. And some of the warlords claim rights to them. That's what the harvesters are for. And the harvesters give them over to whoever pays the highest, whether it's forgers or warlords or whatever, those out near the Great Rift. This seems to be some sort of relay station for the lost and condemned. He's gonna be... Oh, 19. But it does seem like, and he looks out at the camp and he sees there are some other individuals, not just full devils. And he points out and he sees some of those red-skinned individuals over there. He starts to walk towards it slightly, with an intensity. He begins to start walking towards the camp. I'm just gonna get a closer look.
I'm gonna follow very closely. If he starts getting dangerously close, I'm gonna pull him back.
Okay.
And as I see them, like, kind of like start walking away, when I try and call out to them, like, Akuji, Redless, where are you going?
I'm gonna stop him as soon as I hear him call me.
You're gonna stop Akuji?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, as they begin to walk, like they get like a good 80, 90 feet. And you hear a chattering once again. A series of clicks through the air. I'm not gonna do it, but everybody do it with me. Just make like a bunch of clicks. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Click, 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 click. All right, that's what it sounds like. Perfect. A large set of dust, like a sandstorm, just piles onto Akuji and Redless. They get disappeared. Redless,
Oh,
make
God.
me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no. Oh no.
Shai Halud.
Oh no. That, boys, is a 4. I don't like all the dice he's rolling.
What'd you get?
A 4.
What's he reading?
As you shout out Lepitor at them, the dust cloud encompasses the rest of you. You all feel like you're not in the storm, but the outside aspects of it begin to overtake you. You have to cover your eyes, making you wish you had some sort of rag covering your eyes so you could... As the wind blows past, Redless, you hear sounds. You hear this almost like bone-like rattle, like a rattlesnake, but like hundreds of them shaking through the sandstorm that's buffeting you. Akuji shouts out, "Redless! Run!" And you hear him get cut off. You feel a hand grab you, or something grab onto the back of your neck. You take 13 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
You are blinded still, by the way, from the sandstorm. And then I need you to make me another Constitution saving.
Is what I'm being affected by like anything magical, and or from paralyzed or restrained?
It
All three?
is a form. Well, what are you intending to do?
Well, if it's anything to do with being paralyzed and or restrained, I have advantage on the saving throw.
Okay, roll with advantage.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. 21.
21. You feel a piercing cold in the back of your neck as something jabs into your neck and tries to poison you. Your body fights it off, and the paralysis that was going to quickly take hold of your body negates itself. You feel 3 or 4 more in this sandstorm items dart in your direction. They all miss as now you notice you're being attacked. You dive down, bump one off to the side, do like spin on the ground. You lose where Akuji was in the intense sandstorm as it's blowing and raging, and you hear like as it's going through, you dodge 4 more attacks, and you feel 2 more coming at you. What's your AC?
20.
Okay. 2 more dart to the side. You pull out your swords and boom, boom, and you feel like the metal hitting against something hollow. That's it. Boom, boom. You roll out. The rest of you hear the sounds of 2 sharp metal twangs. Dum, dum. What are you all doing?
How far is this happening from us?
Like 100 feet.
But we can't see anything because of the dust, and it's like blowing
Deep
into our
stick,
eyes
but
too.
you know that you hear this like strange, like pang, pang sound from inside.
Well, I guess I'm gonna start moving towards where I saw they were at.
Guidus begins immediately moving forward, as well as Torment. You guys easily can clear. I can say if you guys want to clear like the full 100 feet with your action economy, you can do that if you want to. Like dive into the storm.
Where like is there like a clear line of no visibility, or are you kind
Yeah.
of in the storm already?
It's very apparent. Like, yeah. As soon as you
Like a
hit
wall.
this point, there's like a wall of sand. Yeah. If you want, like I'm saying, if even with like just action dashing, like you could get in that if you wanted. Okay.
Yeah, I'll get to the edge of that storm, but I'm gonna try and find where they are. If they're right in front of me or not. I'm gonna try and listen for them and then go in if that's possible.
Okay. You all run in. Tormund and Guidus enter the storm. Break through the 100 feet. Redulus, you're crawling your way out as you know now you're on attack. As you begin to move, you boom, hit something enormous. Tormund, you feel a huge force hit you in the square of the chest as you run into the storm. And Guidus, you hear the sound of deep guttural grunting. The storm slowly begins to like dissipate down, and you find yourself choking up sand. A small group, right where Tormund and Redulus, you guys are right next to each other. Guidus, you're like 10 feet off to the left. Marco and Lapator, you're still at that kind of 90 to 100 foot range.
Whoops, didn't mean to do that.
As the storm begins to die down, you all see in the middle, charcoal black skin. You see Akuji on the ground with a bony white hand grabbed around his neck. And then paced out, you see 13 individuals. in various positions, some half buried in the sand. Enormous, pointy, bone-like protrusions. Kind of like if they were just the skeleton of a fish. Lepitor, can you roll me a religion check with advantage?
Those
How
are
far-
sandworms. Sandworms.
How
Skeleton
far away
sandworms.
is Okuji's body from where I am?
40 feet, and surrounding him are these 13 individuals.
You said religion check?
Yeah.
$22.
You have fought several of these in past times. They are a terror as they are immensely strong, and only the highest caliber of paladins were able to put up a fight for them. You see in various forms, bulkiness, length, 13 bone devils laid out with weapons splayed. And surrounding the body of the advisor, Akuji Aita. And you hear that sound, that chittering on the wind once more, as the one who has his hand around the neck of him, a tail-like protrusion comes out, almost like a scorpion tail, with holes inside of the tail. So as it does, the wind blows through it, and this ominous whistle comes through this desert-like landscape, and it shakes its tail. It slowly lifts Akuji up and looks out over your group. Takes a big, deep sniff through these just whole nostrils. Like, it looks like it's just a skeleton. It looks at one of the other groups. Do any of you speak Infernal?
I think he was the only one.
No.
No.
Nope.
Nope.
Ooh. You see it sniff Akuji. It says something, and you see the posture changes on all these creatures. One of them comes out of the sand, and where it looked like it was just this long neck coming out, you see it follows by a body that is like hulking compared to the others. Like double the size, standing at like 15, 16 feet tall. This long, slender bodied one. It's not bulky, it's just so long. Like its arms could like grab 20 people and hug them tight. It stands up and slithers out this almost like snake-like sound of it goes and wraps its tail around Akuji's body, lifts it up to its nose and sniffs, and it looks at you, and its head slowly comes towards the closest member, who would probably be Redulus and Tormund. Like, there is a tension in the air. Lepitor and Marco, you are free to like slowly move up or whatever you want to do. Like, this is all not immediate. The vibe is there's a standoff, but they don't know if what you're about, and so they're sizing you up too. But the head extends out towards Tormund and Redulus, and as it gets closer and it snakes across, you can hear its bone-like skin scraping across itself like sandpaper. And it takes a deep inhale in, and you smell like rot and decay as it exhales out. And it slowly descends and looks back at the group and draws back. And you see 4 of the 13 disappear into the sand. And you see little clumps of the sand move towards the camp, like down the sand dune, disappearing. And the rest of the 9 stand there. The long, slender one takes a Kuji, wraps its tail even tighter, descends half its body into the sand, and slowly snakes its way towards the encampment with a Kuji's body. Yeah, like they were all like in a C around, like a C formation around a Kuji. Very close together too. They weren't like spaced out. The way they disappeared, the camp is behind them. So you would have to run past the to like try to intercept them. You can roll me a ooh. I'll say either an insight or this is kind of cool. This will be kind of like a battle tactics check. You can use your strength modifier if you want, Torment.
You said they're coming back this way, or they're going the other
No,
direction?
Go
they're.
the other way.
You guys are kind of in a Mexican standoff, and they retreat back from the way. Away. They retreat away towards
okay.
their camp. Okay. Wait, what'd you pick? To pick the strength one? Just a strength check? Okay. There's a weird feeling that comes over you. You've been experiencing this kind of frustration and anger for the last like 6 to 8 hours of moving through this fucking place. There is a brief moment where a little bit of fear comes through as these individuals move but the sand. Like you know, even like on an 8, you're like, this is not a great situation, right? You can rage. It lasts for a minute.
Before he rages,
Before anything else.
before
what
he
do you all do?
rages, I'm just gonna put like a hand on his chest, like, wait. Yes, I'm right next to you.
He ran into you in the sandstorm. Guidus is like 10 feet to the left or right.
Before he goes all out, I was like, wait a minute. Should see what's going on. They're not attacking us, and we're not doing the same. We're just.
They are leaving right now.
Uji was drawn to this. I
10,
tell him
20 feet, 30 feet.
What's real quick? Whenever we ended our short rest, how did everybody look? I don't remember how hurt we got from the last fight.
I think Marco's got the worst of it.
No,
I'm perfectly
good.
fine.
We're all good.
Oh.
I'm good. I'm just 100 feet back now with Levitor.
One of the more humanoid-looking bone devils, who's wearing like a large satchel, takes it out, and you hear like rattling of metal, and tosses a large sack halfway between you and their line.
When I see Torment start running, I'm gonna cast Find Greater Steed.
You're gonna say
Like,
you're gonna.
Yeah, I'm gonna be up on the hilltop, and like behind me, I'm gonna like put my hand back and use Cast Greater Steed or Find Greater Steed.
Okay. As Torment begins running, and Lepitor casts a spell, we are going to begin initiative. Yeah, I'll allow that. But I need to set some things up because I wasn't planning on this. This was a random thing, but we'll do initiatives after. Let's go ahead and take a break real quick.
20-minute break. I'll be back.
Take our 5-minute break.
I gotta shower and cook, boys. Be back in a little bit.
What? No.
Wife beater. Yeah, it's
Nah,
called
bro. Nah, bro.
The white tank top.
The,
Bro, I'm not mad. It's not muscle, okay? It's not the good weight. It's the bad weight. I'm telling you right now.
Dude, look at my whale.
bro, that's dope as hell. Bro, I got this little kitty cat,
Ooh. I like
Yeah.
that one.
and then like it changes
Oh, it also
colors
changed
too.
color?
So, yeah,
It's
see?
I'm
fucking
gonna grab
It's
some
kinda-
Cheez-Its
kinda hard to
and I'll be
sell.
back.
Yeah, see, it's green now.
Easy break.
Easy break. Blue.
I got
But-
green.
Boop, boop.
You have similar taste.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
do you
yours.
see his tail?
That thing is dope as hell.
Yeah, you just tap it and it just changes colors.
Yeah.
But he just looks
That's
so.
fucking sick.
I can't.
Why would I?
You hate cats. Mine's name is. This guy's name is. His name is William.
I didn't give mine a name. I need to name mine. William. I like that. I'm gonna name this one Toast.
Montgomery.
Toast.
Yeah,
What are
Toast.
like those are funny names, like old
Damn it.
fucking Civil War, like white plantation owner
Bartholomew.
names. Those are- Yeah.
Benjamin.
Montgomery. James.
Jameson.
Jeremy. Paul.
Paul. What a dumb name.
Jameson. You know. Just look at liquor brands. I feel like some of them have old. There you go, Buchanan. Yep.
Man.
That's a good name.
My name is James Buchanan.
Buchanan resident.
Reginald.
Buchanan?
I did not see that.
Nope.
It don't mean a
Dude,
thing.
I am
it's
scared for
playing,
this
that's
one.
fine.
This one sucks. Did you not see what happened to me? I mean, you did it.
It's gonna be rough. How the fuck did this happen? Colin's just like, yeah, I didn't plan for this, but we're about to.
I think we
This
were
massive
close to
fight.
the danger zone and we didn't realize it with the clicking because we were like, "Oh, that's weird." We just kept going.
We were all
To
going in
be-
the same fucking direction.
Dude, this illusion nonsense too really screwed us.
You were blind, bro.
Hey,
Hot
hotspot. He
and
was leaving
spicy.
those. He was leaving them.
Wait, now I need to get Cheez-Its. I'll be back.
Isn't that a little redundant? It's you would have put
And
hot,
spicy?
like you would assume hot means spicy.
Yeah,
Why
but
would
we're
you-
Americans, bro. We want them both. We
That
want all
doesn't
of
make sense. That does. They. All
them.
right.
Stop it, bro.
Yeah,
I'm in
yeah.
the worst shape of my life. You gotta
Keep-
stop saying that.
He was,
This is the worst you ever looked. Must be nice, bro.
must be nice.
Must be fucking nice.
He's crying because he's so happy.
What do you think?
I think that stands for suck my dick. Sorry.
I'm married to a Chinese girl. You think I put Japanese on my arm?
Is it Japanese or not, Nevin? Answer the fucking
Answer the question. You're dodging it.
It's Chinese.
It's Korean.
It's Cantonese.
It's Macy's name.
It's Korean.
Yeah. It's her
In
birth
Jap-
name.
You got her name in Japanese.
It's
That's weird.
in Japanese.
Not cool.
Okay.
Wait, do you know how to say her name in
I can't
Like-
say it in Chinese, but it basically means Jade Peach in English.
Jade Peach?
Yeah.
Like, you know that for a fact?
Because when I do the accent, people get mad at me.
Who
Trust
gets
me, when I
mad
do
at
the
you?
when I do the voice, it's really funny.
Dude, try it, please. You gotta for the stream,
No.
dude. For the stream, off
Richard
camera,
did
off
it.
camera.
Richards. That,
You did it again. You did it again.
I'll deal with it later.
Form of a payment.
Okay. Nah, fuck it. We're gonna punish everybody
God damn it.
You can try, bitch.
for racism. Sorry. Some of us can't stand for it.
Yeah, you
As
just
we're all
did. What
sitting
is that
down.
supposed to
We're
mean?
all sitting down though.
He's the racist one.
No.
Quit pushing it out.
Oh yeah.
He's pushing it out,
Quit
dude.
pushing. True.
Is your shirt tucked in?
He tucks it inside the shorts. No, Richard. We have normal sized torsos.
What?
Why you're
That's what you're playing. Mm.
Yo, let me get a half pound of bicep right there.
what do you mean?
Whoa.
What do
we don't call him that
whoa.
I mean,
Whoa.
what do you mean by that?
Dude, I bought these, and on my way home, I looked up on my phone. Can you give children non-alcoholic beer?
What did it say? It's
It said no. It
strong-
said don't do that. There is a
It's-
little
it's-
bit of alcohol. Yeah, I know. I put myself on there because I was like, one,
Can
they
you
don't
spell-
normally card me, but I was like, can you go and buy this if you're not 21? He's like, of course, it's not alcoholic. Then I was like, well, then can you give this to like children? So like when your 8-year-old son is like, Daddy, can I have a beer? And you're like, nah, it's just daddy juice. Then you could be like, yeah, go here, have a Guinness, a non-alcoholic Guinness.
Mm.
It
And then they
tastes
never
like
want beer
shit.
again.
He's gross. He looked it up.
I was thinking about it because I remember when I was young and I wanted to try my dad's beer. I took a sniff of it. He let me. I was what, 3?
I was like 2.5.
Traumatized.
No, but he let me smell it, and I was like, "Oh God!"
Yeah, it
no."
smells like piss.
But if Richard, Richard, I'm sorry, bud.
It's okay.
I don't care. Shut up. Let's play the game.
Also, I don't want. I'm not ashamed of this. Okay, it's delicious.
Sorry, we can't put it. It's not an ad. They're not sponsoring us.
Sam Adams is just damn
Damn.
delicious.
So
Okay.
we're sponsored by Sam Adams and Cheez-Its, boys. I love how your screen just blurs it out. Oh no.
Everybody, roll me initiative.
God.
Do I have to?
Marco, you get a +4.
Can I just be passive? Just watch? Can I just be a spectator?
You can do whatever you want. I'm just saying roll initiative. That doesn't mean that
I'm not fighting back.
33.
Fuck.
33.
I rolled a 19. I have a +10 with a +4.
Plus
what?
7 with a +4.
From my thing, my aura of Sentinel.
Oh God, we got a fucking paladin now.
Yeah, yes,
God.
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, what was it, Marco? 33.
33. What do you want?
You're going before gods. Gods don't even have a plus 13 to initiative.
God damn.
Lepeter.
Oh wait, that was actually a +5, not a +4.
34.
Locked in.
34.
I got a 19.
Real slow on the teen there.
Adding is hard.
97.
It legally makes a difference.
I got 29.
Redalus.
25.
Tormund. I'll put you even closer a little bit, Tormund.
I just rolled
Boost
a
up your
natural 20.
dexterity, dog. Boost up that dex. What do you mean? What, is your dex 20? Is your dex score 20? Yeah, exactly. We all have max.
It's kind of a thing with my class, though. I don't know. What do you want me to do?
Same thing with mine. It's my class.
Shit.
What do you mean?
Bard,
Disgusting.
I agree. What the fuck's he doing? Huh?
Yeah, that's weird.
You gotta play music quick? He
gets
sets the pace
nervous.
of the
He
fight.
needs
That's
that
why he has to
initiative.
go
You
first.
know. It's called a battle loot, bro.
Yeah.
Get with it.
Yeah.
I know you do. I'm gonna make that. I'm gonna turn it into a ringtone. Then it can be your text tone.
Could you?
My nose real quick, and then we'll start.
He's gonna
What's
blow
he
his
doing?
nose.
Oh.
Richard, watch out. He's coming for a kiss.
Let's go.
Yeah, you missed it.
It's way more special with the camera on. Let me just say that.
recording this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, can we?
I want to
Can
play
we-
that back.
Can we
loop
get Richard? You need to find all the times he drinks water. Yeah, like a compilation.
Collage. I couldn't pay you, really?
You don't want to
Me.
rewatch all of our games? What do you mean?
Me, I couldn't pay you.
We pay thousands to this dude.
I'm the Scrooge McDuck of this group. All right. Marco,
Polo.
you are up first. As the large bone devil wraps his tail around Akuji and slowly begins moving towards the camp, you see staying there as the four others and the fifth large one departs. You see 8 bone devils lined up in various positions, and Tormund begins to like make a running motion towards Akuji. What are you doing?
So I'm gonna get as close as I can because I was an idiot in the first place. I didn't get close enough. So I'll dash. So I got 80 feet of movement. Trying to get as close as I can to the action. So I don't see the distance on this here. Okay, I guess I'll go. I'm just gonna go 60 feet. And then I'm going to cast a Bardic Inspiration on Tormund, who's sprinting forth even further.
Okay, you have is it a D8 or a D10?
It's 1d8.
You have a D8 on any attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
And not that you have to play it, but you hear the Travis Scott fiend in the background. Starting to pump.
Yeah.
Going into the action. And then I'm just gonna ready an action against any melee.
You dash with your bonus action.
Yeah.
Okay, so you would have to dash with your action because Bardic Inspiration is a bonus action.
Okay, no worries. Then I'll just be chilling there.
Yeah, you're just hanging out, vibing.
I'm vibing.
Got it, you're up.
In the background.
Oh, he's going in the back.
It's lit.
You said there's how many of these? 6?
Currently,
Oh,
there
it's
are
right there. My bad.
there are 9 left. With the 9th one being the larger one, leaving with a Kuji wrapped in his tail. So there's 8, I guess, who are still looking in your direction.
And about how tall is one of them?
About 9 feet.
They're pretty big. Wait a minute. Aren't these didn't we fight these before? Haven't we fought these when they flew away? We told dragons to go after them.
They appear to be. Well, no, those were. I think I used that token, but those were more demon-esque. They had like flesh.
Okay, so this
These
is
are
first
completely different
encounter
things.
with these.
Yes, yeah. Those ones shot like fireballs and shit out, and can fly. These ones do not have wings.
I guess. I'll break off and go. It's been a while. I mean, I'd
You
go
can't
off
go
map.
off the map.
Yeah, I'd
Oh.
go off the map.
Cannot.
I'd kind of want to break off to the right of where I am and see if when I break off, if they want to follow me or what they're.
We're about to get a little crazy with this. Watch this. Since you want to go off the map so far.
We're gonna double everything.
Oh god.
We're gonna double it and give it to the next person. No way. He's gonna invert it. Boys, we're seeing a map being made live.
Look at this shit.
This shit crazy.
Look at this shit.
And meanwhile,
Ignore the logo.
Fiend, Fiend, Fiend.
Fuck.
What is that
Doesn't work
inspiring
any other
music
way.
coming from?
This
Why
song
do I
is
feel so
sick.
alive?
All right, that's how it looks. And we're gonna elongate it down there, and then we're gonna make it.
Jesus.
Somebody wants to fucking run off the map. I was gonna make a small map for once because people always bitch about my maps being way too big.
I never have once
Who's
bitched about
bitching?
your map.
You
being
all
too big.
bitch in your
I
list.
have
You
No,
all
no.
fucking bitch about it.
No,
Brother
no,
makes
no.
maps that are way too big.
Never
I'm
bitched
playing on a
about that.
laptop. I can't see it.
I think the only one that would have bitched was not here right now to hear it.
All right. Where are you?
Jesus.
Richard's gonna be so confused when he comes back.
It's only 200 feet?
All right, I'm gonna break off and I'm gonna come over here, 60 feet.
Okay.
That's movement and bonus. What was? Oh wait, that was my bonus. Shit, I have to wait till next turn. That's all I can do.
Okay. Redless, you're up.
Oh boy, I don't like where this is going. I'm gonna use my bonus action since I didn't flow state. To flow state.
Okay.
And then going to move. Stay. I'm gonna move right next to Marco and hold my action. Hold my attack action. If Torment gets attacked by something, I'm just gonna start chucking swords, brother.
Sword chucker. Okay.
Sword chucker,
Leopard.
and that's it.
Your turn.
Okay, so I've
Master Hustler.
used Find Greater Steed.
Yeah.
So with me over here, I don't know if you're gonna have an icon for this or what the fuck we're gonna do, but I'm gonna
I do.
You have a
a
horse
steed will
icon.
appear almost out of thin air. It's going to be an owl cat, basically. It's like a cat with an owl face, wings. Has lo-
Are you?
Has
You just threw a
talons.
loop. You just threw a wild loop. To,
Wait, it's a cat or it's an owl?
it's both.
yes.
It's a cow.
It's a cow.
Of course, I didn't think of this ahead of time, so I don't know what the fuck to use for like stats. I mean, it's gonna be from the Fey realm,
What
but
the?
I don't know
Is
what
that
to set it
is that
for,
an owl
like,
cat?
its-
Just look up the owl cat stat block. What do you mean?
You think I don't have an owl cat token? Are you out of your fucking mind, Jordan?
Well, I got a monster list to see if I could find something, and it's not there.
Look
'Cause
up
I was like,
owl
you-
cat.
It's like
Look
use,
up
I
owl
did.
cat.
I looked. I found one, but I don't know if we can just use that.
Did you make up owl cat?
I mean, I came up with it and I looked it up, and it's a thing. There's like ones that are made, people have already made. Here, let me just send this.
This
shit.
fucker.
This looks cute
This
as hell.
too cute.
Are you sure they're big?
He's homebrewing.
This motherfucker is downright adorable. Look at this. Look at this shit.
Yeah, look at that.
Look at
Feline
that.
cow?
I need it.
I said I need it.
Let me
didn't
read
know.
it. It's a
But
tiny animal. But you
It
want
is.
a big one?
I want a big one, one that I can ride.
You're not listening, Colin. I want to.
You're not listening.
Hold on. Give me a second. Is this fine steed or fine greater steed?
Look at
Greater,
that. Big.
greater steed.
Okay.
I will display. Oh, it has a casting time of 10 minutes.
Wait a minute. Hold the fucking phone.
What's going on?
We're gonna hold off for 600 rounds while you get this done.
Well, my intent was to prepare it beforehand. I guess I don't know how long this would have been going on. It's been a while since we played.
We gotta rule out of this shit. I can't stand for this. I won't. Let me read. Let me fucking read. Okay, you cannot cast this. It takes 10 minutes.
Okay. JK.
Regular steed. Regular steed. He's deleting all the pictures. No.
I was making a token.
Yeah, fine, Steve.
You cannot cast Fine Steed. It's 10 minutes. You can begin.
Okay.
If you want, you can. That's 6.
Is it a
It's too
600?
long.
That's
too
600
fucking
rounds
long.
of combat.
Well,
Awful.
definitely. Yeah, we'll definitely. There's how many of them?
Well,
Say
hold it
tomorrow.
out.
All right. And
I'm cooking this. I'm cooking up over here.
It's almost done.
you begin casting the spell as soon as like you see him moving away, and as soon as you feel like Tormund gets to move up and your comrades are like preparing for something, you cut the spell without having to waste a spell slot or anything. It's your turn.
Okay.
But letting you
So-
know, I have the owl cat on standby.
You're on deck.
It's primed and ready, boys.
Ooh.
Meow. Woo.
Meow. Woo. Hoop, hoop, meow. Hoop, hoop, meow.
Do I not have?
It's just purrs.
Where's my fucking features? Oh.
Do something.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, all right, that's it. A cookie's gone.
He's trying. Right
Stab
now.
his neck, break his back, throw him in the trash.
Throw it. Throw it in the trash.
Okay, I'm going to use my full action or full movement and dash
Okay.
to give me 55 feet right there. Oh wait, my walking's only 40,
That's a good turn.
so it would have been like.
We
only
can't start
there.
the shoot bros, okay? I got 50.
I'm not roasting shoot. He said it.
I got 5 on it.
It's
Okay.
been literally 3 hours. We haven't played with him. And already, Richard.
Okay.
Zuko, put that down.
No, he's right. What you doing? What you doing?
Especially wearing the
Yeah.
tank top of love. Of
Fatherly love.
Amelia Love.
Okay, so I'm gonna use mobile or the dash.
What does that do?
Well, I have mobile and it gives me my speed increases by 10 feet. So I have that. When you use the dash action. Okay, I see. So when I use dash, what does that do exactly?
It gives you double your movement speed. So if it's 40, you can move
Oh.
80 if you dash.
Fuck it. Then yeah, I'm just gonna fill in right there. I'll use my dash. I'm gonna get right up with the boys.
Okay.
So that's my action, correct?
Yes.
Excuse me. Okay. Okay, I'll use
Focus
my
on
turn
the
with
fight.
that. So now everybody has the auras. I need shit.
Oh yeah, let me give you a little what color do you want it to be?
Well, I have 3 auras. We'll make it purple.
Aura of Sentinel is purple.
There you go. Tormund,
Let's go.
your turn. You start running at them. They're drawing their claws, and some of them have weapons and stuff. Drawing their tridents. Yeah. He hasn't moved that far yet. Uh-oh. No, it's me. You're good now.
There's your turn on acceleration if you don't. Are you using Chrome? If you turn off acceleration, it'll slow it down too. Go to your settings, the 3 dots, settings, and then go to system. And it should be the second one, see graphics, acceleration. It's gonna relaunch it, you'll be fine. And it should move a little faster. Okay. It should move faster, right?
I'm angry.
I'm
And the only thing that will choke these flames down is a nice, delicious,
mad.
non-alcoholic
Non-alcoholic.
Sam Adams
Yep.
IPA.
You might.
You're sick.
Delicious.
Delicious. Okay.
God, you're dumb.
You're gonna
That's
take
Marcos. That's Marcos talking. God, you're stupid. We're all dying in this goddamn desert.
Hey, when in hell, you know?
When
you're
in
gonna
hell.
take
When in hell.
an opportunity attack. Not this one up here. He has reach. He has reach.
35 feet of it.
He
No,
could
by
have picked
reach.
you up. It's just a claw attack. Don't. What are you fucking?
He's burping. It's
Go
the
on.
Sam Adams.
Go on. What is it?
It's the Sam Adams. He's burping.
36 points of slashing damage. No, I'm kidding. 23 to hit.
37. 37.
I feel like their attacks don't do much, but they will
bet you're
hit every
wrong.
single
6
time.
points of slashing.
I
What
I-
else? Go on.
plus what?
That's it. One rakes its claws across as you run at the large one, slip away through the sand.
Okay, you said one attacked him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna. I guess I have to attack him now. Fuck him. Yeah, gotta attack him.
You don't have to if you don't want to do it.
I held my action. I gotta attack him.
Looking at his swords, he's looking at the dough.
Sorry, dog.
It's a held action. I can't.
I'm a dude. Sorry, dog. 28 and 22 to hit.
Both hit.
All right.
God fucking damn it.
I hate math.
Fucking math. Foreman. Nothing. Go ahead. Sorry.
Big fucker.
Big fucker.
21 points of slashing on that one. That attacked him.
Copy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, on the hit. You can choose to do it after you roll to hit.
The
You
bardic
can choose
inspiration.
to add it on after you roll the d20.
No,
No.
for the roll. If you want to use it.
If that attack doesn't hit and you want it to, then you use the inspiration. So you don't have to waste it on an attack that would already hit. Just re-roll it. Actually, no. I'm a ruthless DM. Keep it. Some would say just +5. Hits. Okay, yeah. Sorry. You're right. I thought you were getting your damage numbers and your to hit numbers mixed up. You're right. $19 hits. Right. So you don't have to use it.
Yep.
Yeah. But I think it lasts for either 10 minutes or something until you use it. Yeah.
10 until you use it. Yep.
We are rusty, boys.
It should be on your weapon thing. Like how much damage you add. Okay, then yeah, you need to add your. Okay. On the big man. Nice. Okay. Is that a con save? The 16. Uh. hmm. Sorry, I'm consulting Google for ruling. Okay. That's a 6. Okay, as the two huge glaive strikes go out, you manage to lock the large creature in as you hit a joint between its tail, and the body locks up, and slowly the large slithering head looks back behind you as you're surrounded by a bunch of chittering bone devils. Anything else? He's done. Okay, this bone devil is gonna go. Who's going to? You see him dive into the sand and come out. Like slow in. You see like the little bone fins going through the sand, piling off to the side. See it come out of the sand. 10 feet. That's within reach. He's going to do 3 attacks on you, Tormund. 2 claws and 1 with the stinger. With advantage. Okay. 23, 16, and a 26. So 1 claw, 1 sting. So you take 12 points of slashing on the first attack. You took 12 points of piercing on the second. And then 25 points of poison damage. And then I need you to make me a constitution saving throw. 2 enormous raking claws come forth from the sand, scrape across Tormund's back, and then the stinger-like bone tail shoots out from behind and impales him in the thigh, and you feel this pulse of liquid shoot into your system. Con save. "14 succeeds. You are not poisoned.
He said, wow.
I think it's con too. Yeah. Okay, that's his turn. Akuji's gonna make his Constitution saving throw.
Holy shit, dude. My mouth feels so different now.
He fails. He remains paralyzed. This bone devil's gonna go. The one right on top of you, beneath you right now. That's 3 attacks, Tormund. That's a 17 to hit. And a 10 to hit. And then a 23 to hit on the stinger.
Advantage, Sean Khan.
That's 16 piercing. 16 piercing reduced to 8.
Watch back the bot.
November 25.
That was the poison. And then I rolled 12 for the second one, so 6. So you can give yourself 6 HP back. And then I rolled a 4 plus 4 for, I think it was 8. So then give yourself 4 more HP back up. But now the poison. 17 points of poison damage, which is not halved. Okay, next up is this Bone Devil, who's going to tunnel beneath the ground and come up behind Tormund. 23 to hit. 15. 18. Or no, sorry, 27.
Ooh, my bad.
Well, I rolled a 10 and a... well, I'm not going to tell you what I rolled, but I did it with disadvantage instead of advantage. So the 1 claw and 1 stinger. That's 12 points of slashing. Reduced to 6. That's 11 points of piercing from the stinger. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. $19 points of poison damage. It's a third. You just see him come up around him and raking it like ravenous hyenas, just going at him, and stingers just piercing his, and they remain in him. Like the stingers don't just come in and come out; they stay in him and are like pumping him. Oh, I also need 2 con saves. Oh, for the poison, yeah.
Darwin, you might want to get out.
Something about a disengage sounds great.
You're in
Succeed.
danger.
Okay, succeed. That's its turn. This one,
Don't
this
worry, there's
Bone
only
Devil
6
is
more.
going to tunnel underneath the sand and come up over here. It's going to hold its action till it can get all 3 attacks on Tormund. This devil is going
Waiting for
to...
it.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
What kind of saving throw did Torrens succeed on?
A con save.
It was con. Okay, never mind.
This Bone Devil is going to move up here, and if any of you move forward, it's going to attack you with all 3. The big Bone Devil is stunned. It's going to try to break out of its stun. Wait a minute. No, it just ends on the end of your next turn, so it can't do
Correct.
anything. It's stuck. This one is within reach. So yeah, 3 attacks coming at Tormund.
No something.
Do something.
Do something.
You literally,
Somebody
it like he
help.
got pounced on by a huge patrol of like panther, like just ravenous lions ripping him apart. 19 to hit,
I don't want to say I told you so.
Come on, motherfuckers.
25 to hit, and 15 to hit for the stinger. That's 6 points of slashing damage. And 12 points of slashing damage, reduced to 6. That's that devil's turn. This one's right on top of you, so that's 3 more attacks. coming on Tormund. 20, dirty 20 to hit. 2 nat ones. Wow. That's for the claw. This is the stinger.
Please. Tormund's dead.
That's a nat 20. 2 nat ones. And then a nat 20 on the stinger. We'll do the claw. The first claw. That's 8 points of slashing. And then
Do you double poison?
13 points of piercing. 6. Oh, fuck, but that's the crit. Hold on. Add 7 to that. You take 7 more points. This is not the right music. Yeah, that was the crit. Yeah.
Don't worry, buddy. You'll be okay. We'll get you out.
We'll get you out.
Don't
We'll
you
just
know?
I'm
everyone
gonna
healing
roll
words.
these. I'm gonna roll this on D20. Oops. Whatever. We'll
You only
keep
got
that.
2 points of damage. Let's go.
2 points. So 43 points of poison damage.
Super
Shit.
dead. Yeah, there's, yeah, you know, like 9
That's
of
that
them.
Bone Devil's turn.
One
No,
more.
last one. He can't get within range to maul, unfortunately. So he's gonna hold his actions. If you get back up, he's gonna try to attack. Marco, it's your turn.
Let him get up. Let him get up.
I was trying to find that meme of that lone white girl on the couch and all.
Oh, you should make that. You should make that Rich's icon, and then all the other black guys in the back are just bone
Literally,
devils.
he went in, punched the biggest one there, and then they all went, "What the fuck?" And they
Who the fuck is this guy?
help!
Somebody!
His arms coming out of the pot, the dog
Do
pile.
something.
Do something!
This is just everyone taking a turn, curb stomping Tormund.
Yeah, literally, they're all just.
All right, that's enough. Next one.
Next one.
All right, Marco.
I'm popping up on this homie.
God.
Okay, he's gonna do his held action on you.
Oh god,
It's 3
boys.
attacks coming at Marco.
Is he not? Wait, hold on. Is he not facing towards Tormund right now? Weren't they all?
No,
No, the
that
one on
was
the far
specifically-
left.
He's
on the
holding
far
his-
left was holding his action until anybody came within range. He was gonna attack you.
And that's
If
you,
all start running,
motherfucker.
yeah. So these 3 attacks are coming at you.
Iron Man,
Okay.
let's take a step back.
I have,
Let's
wait,
leave
hold
the room
on.
here, boys.
Hold on a second. I have higher initiative. Can I not attack him first?
No, because he had
No,
a
it's
held
action.
So it's a reaction. So
Yeah, baby.
Anticipating you.
26 to hit on the claw, natural 1 on the second claw, and then a 25 on the stinger. So
Okay, 2 hits.
you take 8 points of slashing on the claw, 11 points of piercing on the stinger, and 18 points of poison damage from the stinger as well. And then I need a con save.
What's 18 plus 19?
37.
Okay, and I'm gonna uncanny dodge to have that.
Okay.
You said what save?
to 18. Con save, por favor.
Do I still have the +4 from?
Nope.
Okay.
Well, you're touching. I don't know. You told me, Colin.
You
Con
are,
save
yeah.
from-
You're at 10 feet.
So I still have the +4.
Yes, sir.
So I roll a 13, +2 is 15, +4 is 19 on the con save.
Succeed. You are not poisoned. As the stinger jettisons into your rib, kind of guides you to the side, you curve at the right time. It does not puncture you. It just scrapes.
All right, but I do take that 18 halved. Word. That sucks. You know, I had a whole other thing going.
That's
crazy.
bullshit.
This game's fucking stupid.
I'm dead.
Oh, Tormund's dead, huh?
So, I mean, I'm not gonna dive in the middle of all that. Okay, I was gonna try to do something else, but whatever. Red Ruby comes out, big old slash on homie right here.
The one that attacked you, or just the one like directly beneath?
The one that attacked me. Now that he upended my plans.
He wasn't gonna get the smoke. He was good, but now it's time.
Now it's
24 to hit.
No.
Hits. Is your weapon magical?
That's up to you. We haven't really discussed that yet.
I think so. I think it is. If it has like any modifier, I think I.
What I was trying to do is if it was engaged currently within 5 feet of a homie, I was going to also sneak attack. So, but now he's engaging me.
Yeah, he's not with the I mean,
I also
gonna say
don't
no,
need
'cause-
advantage if another enemy the target, that enemy isn't incapacitated and you don't have disadvantage. So,
Tormund, I would say it would have worked, but Tormund is down, so technically he is not an ally that's a threat. So your sneak attack wouldn't have helped. You're not a threat, so
You're not a
this,
threat.
this is on Tormund. Okay, then a measly 15 slashing damage.
15 points of slashing. A huge cut comes across, cutting back at the retracting tail, and some of the bone plate skin gets cut off, and it retreats slightly back into the ground.
What's the range on these clowns?
From what you see, their long tails and ligaments appears to be like 10 feet of reach.
Crazy,
On
bro.
these freaks.
Okay, so now I'm gonna fall back more than 10 feet from this guy in front of me.
Okay, I'll remind you, that means that if you leave 10 feet of range, okay, hold on a second. If you leave 10 feet of range, they get an opportunity attack. That
No, they
dude does
don't.
it.
No, they don't. They
Yeah.
do not.
No, they don't.
They literally. I am mobile. I have mobile
That only
as
works
well as swashbuckler fancy footwork. They
As the
literally
one thing it would have
cannot.
worked. Yes. Okay. As that, you would have gotten 3 stingers coming.
Oh,
at
I
you if
know.
You didn't have it. They jab into the ground as you pirouette across the sand. Excellent, beautifully done. Anything else?
Okay, and then I'm also there's nothing to hide around here, correct? Like,
No, this is a wide area. If you make it to those boulders, you like not those little ones, but that big ass one.
okay. I'm trying to stay close, so then I'm going to spend my second bardic inspiration here, and I'm gonna send it to Guidus.
Okay, Guidus, you get a bardic inspiration. 1738.
Hey!
What? I don't think so. That's a weird rule, and I say I don't think so because it's his magic, so he can put it on whoever he wants. So.
Yeah. Okay, now I'm done.
Guidus, it's your turn.
Yeah, it's bad. I guess I will. Where is the big? Is the big one like turned back to the group at this point, or is he still facing like he's leaving?
He is still stunned, but he's like his head is like leaned back at Tormund, because he's still like kind of stunned, but his body's still moving.
I think I would just yell out to the group and to them. I don't know if they would understand me by any means, but just yell out, "We're gonna lose this battle. We need to cut our losses. We need to get Tormund out. We can figure out a Kuji later, but we need to save at least one life. We're all gonna die here.
Okay. Anything else?
No, I'll kind of like try and like raise my hands in like a non-threatening way, you know, if they don't understand.
Okay. You want to roll me a persuasion check? Like if you're trying to like.
Yeah, actually, sure, why not?
Do you want to do that?
I got a great persuasion. Ooh, but I rolled an 18 though. Plus 1, 19. What's your D? What's my inspiration? Is it a D what? 8?
D8.
10?
8.
D20, got it.
An 8. It's about to be a D0.
22. 21.
Okay. Hands up. Hey.
Let me get my boy back.
God damn it. What's that fucking phrase? Whatever. Put your hands up. Motion of peace. Redulus, it's your turn.
I'm gonna see what Guidance is doing, and hey, sorry for what I did earlier.
No justice, no peace. That's right.
I'm a, you know, I really want to get up in there and just pull Tormund out.
He's dogpiled on. Like there are 3 enormous creatures, like literally on top of him, scraped. It's even hard to see his body.
Fuck. You don't realize. Oh
is this my fad?
Literally, you were dead before it was any of our turns again.
Yeah, bro. We did not leave you. You saw a pit of vipers and you were like, bet, dude.
Redulus, it's your turn. What do you do?
Okay. Oh my god.
I'm proud of you.
Oh my god. You're so bad. Fuck. God damn it. How?
I know, don't.
Then how do we get out?
Fuck you.
Daisy chain.
Yeah.
Daisy chain each other out. As long as we're gaining 5 feet.
Yeah. Everybody gets 1 free teleport, Jordan. That was in your contract, buddy. Read it.
God damn it. I don't. If I run in there, I can't even get close to Tormund at all. No shot. No shot. None at all.
I'll make you roll a check. Like if you're trying to barrel your way through them, that's probably the only way. There won't be like a graceful like I'm a dart in there. You'd have to barrel through these things, and it'll be a pretty hard raw strength check.
Fuck me.
Probably, and at minimum, like 4 opportunities. Getting out.
Jesus Christ.
What the fuck are we supposed to do?
Oh, fuck you. Eat shit, bitch. I hope you die.
Fuck you, eat shit, bitch.
We all died. It's all an illusion.
Listen, not everybody here's gonna die.
Don't want the rogue saying that. Do not want the rogue saying that.
Yeah. I mean, understand what I'm saying.
I mean, we all die. I just go play Venric again. You guys are both.
Yeah, it's like I'm not worried about Marco.
Hails of Protenheim. The Undercity.
I mean, I don't know. This might work or might not, but fuck it. Who knows? I mean, I wish. Just gonna roll up right here, you know? Roll up right here, you know, hands up. Fuck, this is awful. I
No
can't believe it.
justice, no peace.
These
Alright, Master
creatures
Visitor.
can see, right? Or just rolling off of pure sense.
They have eyes.
They have eyes.
Yeah, they look like the picture. They just don't have wings.
Okay, then I'm just gonna cast color spray at level 3.
Okay.
It's a 15
Are you child? You could color?
Oh Jesus! I mean, I'll put it in chat. So for each level, it adds another D10 for their health, whatever. I don't know
Okay.
how strong these things are,
Okay.
but this is a gamble I'm willing to take.
That's
so,
what? 8d10?
2 additional D10 for every higher level I casted it. So
two.
yeah, roll an additional
So,
D10 for each
4.
slot
So 10d10.
level. 10d10, and I'm not gonna roll fucking 10, so I'm just gonna.
Coward.
Fuck you. How do I advance roller?
Actually, I'm going to,
Nope, that's
that's
not right.
7.
Nope, sorry. And we're gonna roll. Damn. That's bad. So 54.
Redalus runs up. How does this spell look? As you can.
I mean, as I'm holding up my hands, as soon as I get close enough, I go ahead and just fucking little
Give him
fucking
the Frozone.
yeah, give it a Frozone,
Freeze.
and boom, and it's like a
wave of
colorless
colors
sprays. Yeah.
Shoots out of his hand. Magical cloud. Shoots.
And I
And the
think
creatures,
my
each of their heads, dart up and appear unaffected by the spell.
cool. Fuck yeah, sick beans.
What?
They're a little too. They're a lot sturdier than that.
Chonky. Cool. And I'm a hold a bonus action. No, I'm just kidding.
They kind of are. I mean, yeah.
Yummy.
His hands just sinking in the fucking bone pot.
And that's it. I gave it a try, boys.
Lepitor.
Fuck. So none of them were affected by that spell.
No, sir.
So we know that they're super beefy, probably a shit ton of health. Oh. Hmm.
I'll get it.
Big move, Lepitor.
Cooking up some fierce. Just gonna call down to God.
I'm gonna go ahead and
You
bonus
mean that?
action cast.
No.
Rain.
Everyone else is gonna cash in their fucking curb stomps.
Bye.
He gotta go. He gotta bounce. He's gotta bounce.
So you said if I just run in here, it's gonna be all opportunity attacks.
That dude won't.
Which dude won't?
If you run into range and run out of the range, like if you go and try to drag Tormund out, you will probably take like 4 to 5 opportunity. I'm not saying you can't. You can't.
Yeah, and you're dead.
Oh, but I can't use.
Yeah, eat your fucking sandwich, bitch.
Do we know what kind of you know what kind of creatures these are? No.
What did you roll? Do you know what you rolled on your religion check? Was it like a 23? Am I making that?
I think my religion was only 19.
No, you were in the 20s, dog. It was 23.
I mean, it was enough to know their name, so you know these are. They're literally devils.
Is that might be considered like a
their type.
fae
It's a fiend.
or a fiend?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Fuck it. Okay, so I can get into the middle of this, no problem. But if I try to leave,
No, no problem. You got to run through 1, 2, 3, 4 dudes who are double your height and weight. So it's gonna be a strength check to try to barrel through. You can't move through an enemy's space. Typically, rules is written, but I allow for a check if you're like super strong, or if you come up with like a really creative way to.
So it'd be a strength saving throw,
No check.
a strength check. So I just use okay. So I just use that. Okay. I don't want to use that. 'Cause I don't use like. There's not a creative way, but I can't like go and use an action to like try and do some funny because I use up my action.
I mean, like, you know, like whatever equipment you have, spells or weapons or whatever. Like, if you thought turning the glass to sand would help clear a path, or if you could fucking, make them all chickens or something, or if you could shoot Redolus a la fastball style, a la Wolverine, or I mean fastball special, a la Wolverine, a la Hulk. If you could do that, that would be like a creative thing. If you just want to muscle your way through, it's a raw strength check. What the fuck is that? What are you doing 30-foot race?
Okay, we're just gonna. So I'm just gonna. Yeah, Levitor's just gonna move up. Yeah, let's say right here next to Redolus.
Okay.
And then we're going to use Channel Divinity. Why can't I display this? Abjure the extra planar.
Okay.
Is there? I don't know how to display it in the thing so you can actually see it because it doesn't
don't-
say.
The icon,
Do what?
it should be like a little box that comes up. I can
Yeah,
look at
there's not. Like everything else does have it.
it. I see.
For some reason, I can't see.
Each aberration celestial phenomenon within you can turn for 1 minute or until it takes damage to willingly end its movement space. Yeah, you can do that. You want to do that? That's your action?
You gonna do that? You gonna do that, man?
Okay, and that's 30
So-
feet?
So that should be all of them,
Yeah.
I believe, should have to make a wisdom saving throw. And if they
Okay.
fail, they gotta run away.
Okay, they all have magic resistance, so they have advantage on all these.
Nice.
So what's your DC?
17.
Cool. Fail. I'll mark them with red. Fail. succeed. Fail. Fail, the natural one.
Let's go.
Fail.
No fucking way.
Are you cheating right now, Jordan? What'd you do? How much you pay this guy?
That's cocked. Fail.
What?
That was a 2 and a 4. Fail.
Well, the big one, is he up?
There's no way.
I'm rolling right now. That's a 3 and a natural 1. Fail.
Jesus Christ.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
So
Nine
all
of
but
them?
one of them.
7, 8 of them. Yeah, all but one of them on their turn have to run as far away as possible.
And this guy's stunned until his turn, right?
Till
Well, yeah,
Tormund's
until the
turn.
end of Tormund's, but
But they have to move right now, right?
roll attention to the channel.
On their turn, right?
Yeah, I think it's
It turns
start
until
of turn.
for 1 minute or until it takes damage. A turn creature must spend its turn trying to move as far away from music. It can't willingly
That's great.
action. It can only use the dash action to try to escape. Moving. Move your project. Okay.
Like,
or
you just
Lepitor.
got so incredibly lucky. It's just crazy.
I rolled the only one I rolled high on. I got a 17 on the succeed. All the other ones were like below. It was crazy. I rolled 2 natural ones
Wow.
again, like back to back. Lepitor, how does this look as you do this? That's fucking crazy. Holy fuck.
This
Levitor's
is-
gonna just like walk
So
up,
dumb.
like kind of like
Insane.
lightly jog up to Redolus, kind of stand there, kind of like nervously, kind of like shake his arms, like crack his neck, be like, it's been a while since I've done this. And he's just gonna like kind of like do like a Jedi mind sweep with his arm and like look at each one individually and just try and like cast like this shimmer almost across them.
This ray of like celestial light comes out of the palm and flashes, mimicking kind of the color spray. But as it does, their demeanor changes and they all begin to retreat into the sand slightly, except for that one. I am going to make a ruling in the moment. Technically, they can only run away. Like, that's all they can do. This creature already had a Kuji grappled, so I am going to. We're going to resolve this by a roll off. A Kuji or a Lepitor, you're gonna roll a d20 and I'm gonna roll a d20. And
Oh god.
if you roll higher than I do, no modifiers. If you roll higher than
Okay.
I do, he will drop a Kuji. In
Dude,
the
holy shit.
If I roll
No.
higher, he's gonna run away, but with a Kuji.
Copy that.
Inspiration.
No inspiration.
Fuck you.
No modifiers, no inspiration.
Here we go. You ready?
Come on, Jordan.
I think so.
3, 2, 1.
I don't like that. I don't
know-
like
I don't know
that.
if that was good or bad. I can't tell.
He does this whenever he rolls bad, dude.
I can't tell.
What did you roll?
I got a 3.
No.
I got a 17.
God
I knew it.
damn it.
I knew
dude.
it.
bro.
He rolls whenever it counts.
No. Yeah.
I didn't think he was
Okay.
gonna drop him anyway.
it was
You
still
I got
Jackson.
another
great.
plan.
He comes out. They all, or well, at least most of them, are gonna run away frightened. Unless you have a bonus action you want to do, which I don't. know if
Does
you
that
have
count
much
as a
of.
does that count as a spell?
It doesn't. No, it's just
Ability.
an ability.
That's an action,
Okay.
correct? It is an action.
That's a 3rd level slot. Okay. I guess as a bonus action, I'm gonna use. It's only 1 minute. Okay, so how many rounds is 1 minute?
6.
10.
Is it 10? Holy shit.
10.
Each round is 6 seconds. So
That's
1
right.
minute is 10 rounds.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, then I'm gonna use as a bonus action. I'll cast Spirit Shroud.
Okay.
Damage type will be Radiant.
Okay.
Why is it telling me to roll? I don't know why it's telling me to roll. Whatever. Guess I'll display that. So yeah, so I'll do that. So then, I have spirits floating around by me. So any attack, 1d8 extra damage, which will be
Okay. Radiant.
Radiant.
Wow.
Oh, in addition, any creature of your choice that you can see that starts its turn within 10 feet of you and has its speed reduced. Oh yeah, reduced by 10 feet. Okay. Fun. Okay, yeah, that'll be it.
What a fucking turn. Torment, it is your turn. Can you please roll me a death saving? You can. Yeah. Go ahead and roll. You want 10 or higher? That's a success. This Bone Devil is going to immediately. Oh, it's the only one up. What's their intelligence? They're not that smart. This one is going to hold its action. Akuji's going to roll a con save. He fails. This Bone Devil is going to run as far away from you as it can. This one is going to run as far away from you as it can.
I'm surprised it worked as well as it did. I thought it might get a few of them.
This one's going to run as far away as it can.
Sometimes you just gotta roll the dice, you know?
This one is going to run as far away from you.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
This one, no longer stunned, is going to run as far with Akuji still in its tail. This one is going to run as far away as it can. Let me say this. As the enormous magical outburst from Lepitor comes out, the devils begin retreating into the sand. Plumes of sand come out. The one unaffected by the spell tries to go for a minute, just look around to see what it should do. And with none of its comrades sharing in the experience, it disappears under the sand, leaving a bleeding out Tormund on the sands. You can immediately go and deliver any care you would like to resurrect your comrade. As it appears, all the enemies vanish from the desert-like field for the time being. But with the Kuji locked within their grasp. And with that, if anybody would like to administer any care to Tormund before he dies.
Can I do like one